Hello dear third grade student. I'm so happy to give you another lesson about a different topic and different subject, which is math. Let us start our lesson with reading the most important words that we have to learn in this lesson. The vocabulary words. Length, length, centimeter, meter, kilometer. Length. I'm sure that all of you have a question about what is length. Let me explain it for you and give you the definition of the length. Length is a measure of how long an object is, or the distance between 2 points. Length is a measure of how long an object is, or the distance between 2 points. Students, do you know that we have units to measure length? The most common units that we use to measure length in the metric system are centimeter or cm. Cm means the short form of the centimeter. So, how can we use centimeter for measuring length, or when we can use centimeter for measuring length? We use the centimeter for measuring short things. Look at these 4 pictures. We have a pencil case, calculator, water bottle, or the notebooks. All of them are the very short things that we can hold them in our hands. So if we want to measure those stuffs or those things, we have to use a centimeter, which is the very short units for measuring length. Another unit for measuring length, meter. What is the difference between centimeter and meter? Meter is using, or it's a unit for measuring length of bigger things. For example, house, your house, playground, car. They are bigger than the ruler, they are bigger than the water bottle, they are bigger than your pencil case. So we have to use another unit for measuring them. So in this case, we're going to use meter for measuring those stuffs that bigger than the centimeter. Let us talk about the last units for measuring length, which is the master one. I call it a master because it's very big and bigger than the centimeter and meter. We call it the kilometer. Kilometer, we use it for measuring a very long distance. Like, look at the pictures. The first one, river. It is a very long river. You cannot ever measure it by a centimeter. Countries, roads. So they are very long distance and we have to measure them by a kilometer. How to convert units of length? Look at it. Because meter is bigger than the centimeter, so only 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. That means if I have 100 centimeter, I have only 1 meter. And because kilometer is bigger than the meter, so 1 kilometer equals to 1,000 meter. For measuring those lengths, we have to use tools to measure length. We have 3 different types of tools. For example, the first one we call the measure tape. We can use it for measuring a car, for measuring a house, the things that we cannot measure it by the centimeter. The next one, we have a ruler. We use ruler for measuring the small things. For example, your water bottle, your notebook, your calculator, your pencil, anything that you can hold it in your hands, we can measure it by a centimeter and we can use ruler for it. The last one, the long one, or the tall one, it's a wheel measure tape. We use that one for measuring a very long distance. For example, for measuring a road or river or a very long distance that we cannot measure it by a centimeter or meter. How to use ruler to measure things. For measuring short things or a very small objects, we use a centimeter, of course. So here I choose ruler to measure a pencil. Look, in every ruler we have a zero mark. At the beginning of the ruler we have a zero mark. Then we will go to the 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter till the end. So we have to align the zero mark with the starting point or the starting edge of an object that we want to measure it. Here I aligned the zero mark with the starting point of the pencil. So by this way I can measure the length of the pencil. Dear student, we are about to finish our lesson. So let me ask you some questions about how to measure length. Number 1, the length of pen is 20 pen. Be careful, it's pen. Pen is a very small object, so it is a 20 centimeter, meter, kilometer. So it is a 20, of course, a centimeter. Number 2, the length of your classroom is 3. I know that all of you will miss your classroom. So it is a 3 classroom. It's a room. So we can measure it by centimeter, meter, or kilometer. Which one is between a very short and very long distance? Of course, B. So your classroom is about 3 meter. Let's move on to the picture. Look at the pencil. We started from the 0 point. We have to measure it and line it with the 0 point or 0 mark. So the first one, the pencil or the length of the pencil is 4 centimeter. Number 2, it is, look at it from the 0 mark till the point, the end of the edge of the pencil. It is 2. Pencil is 2 centimeter. The third one, again we started from the 0 mark and the last edge of the pencil is 1, so it is 1 centimeter. The last one, it starts from the 0 point and reaches the last point of the ruler, which is 6, so it is 6 centimeter. This is how we measure length by using ruler.